What is up, YouTube? This is Matt here. I have not done a video in a long time, but I figured I would do this deck profile because I think this deck is really sick. I'm like one of the biggest fans of spellcasters, so as soon as I saw this deck, I was like, okay, I have to play this. So I wanted to do a deck profile on it. I did a deck profile yesterday, and I put it up, but I have played like all night and I feel like I know a lot more about the deck now, and I made a couple changes, so I wanted to do another deck profile, and now I have a side deck too. So yeah, this is Magicians, like Odd Eye Magician, Apex, Avion, kind of combination of everything. So this deck is ridiculous. Like, honestly, I would not be surprised if this like took a major tournament or something, because this is like not that bad. Maybe my build isn't the best, but this whole deck is just fantastic. Anyway, so 3 Odd Eyes. He only searches Wisdom Eye, but he's a level 7 dragon, and he lets us get out Rebellion Dragon, which he's OP. So 3 him. 2 of the level 7 Magician. I cannot say this guy's name, but yeah, he's a beater at 25, not bad. 2 Dragon Pit. He is your scale 8. He is like super important to the deck. I underestimated this card a lot, but this is actually like a really important card. And then 1 Oversight. This is a really good card too, but I don't have the room to play a second. I would play a second, but I just don't have the room in this build. So those are level 7s, and then also 2 Apex Avions, because this card is like absolutely ridiculous. You can pendulum summon this thing, return it to your hand, pendulum summon it again. It is just like, it is so stupid. So yeah, that's all the level 7s in the deck. 2 Dragon Vein Magicians. This is your scale 1. He's decent. He's okay. I don't always have him up because I really like this card. I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah. 2 him, 2 Performapal Skullcrobat Joker. This searches pretty much everything in the deck. It's an 1800. It's another scale 8 if you really need it. And it's really good. You should play it. 2 Wisdom Eye. I was playing 3, but you search it out with Odd Eyes, and there's so many things that searches out Odd Eyes, so you always see Wisdom Eye. It's not even a problem playing 2. So yeah. And then my last monster is Magical Abductor. I want to talk about this card for a second. This is not a Magician card. This is not supported whatsoever. But what I do want to say is, if you open this card, you will probably win that duel. What I like to do is I like to have this card and Dragon Pit up, and you will literally win, because every spell card, which includes activating a pendulum, it gets a spell counter, and you can remove 3 to search any pendulum monster. So it searches any monster in the deck, and on a monster, on its like if it's actually in the monster card zone, it still gains those spell counters, and it gains 100 attack for each. So I've gotten this thing up to like 23, 24 before. It's not bad at all. So I really like this card. It's a scale 3, so you can pair it up with the Joker or Dragon Pit Magician. So that's all my monsters. I play 20. Then for the spells, 2 Pendulum Calls. I was playing 3, but it seemed kind of cloggy. I don't know. You have to discard a card, so it's okay. I do like it though. 3 Odd Eyes Fusions for your fusion monsters. I think you should play 3. Rajiki, just because I think it's broken. Fusion Conscription. This is another way to search out your Odd Eyes really fast. 3 Sky Iris or Sky Arc, whatever. Basically, it perfects your pendulum zones, and then it searches out Odd Eyes and the fusion spell card, so it's really good. And then 2 Terraformings to search it out. I don't mind playing so many spell cards because I have Magical Abductor, so it's really not that bad. And then for my traps, Solemn, Compulse, Torrential, 1 Fiendish. I like this over Breakthrough. Storming Mirror Force, because this card is ridiculous. I just like keep running into this card online, and eventually it's just like, alright, I'm going to start playing this card because it's just that good. And then 1 Wiretap, because a lot of people just like don't see it coming, especially in like a kind of spellcaster, spell card heavy deck. So that's the main deck, 40 cards. The main changes from my build from yesterday are just that I've cut down on this in a terraforming, added in a couple traps, and I also added in the avions. The extra deck, I don't think I changed the extra deck, but I'm running 2 Draco Sack, a Big Eye, the Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon, the Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon. This card is absolutely ridiculous. A Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, just because it can't be destroyed, so if you're just trying to go for a game or something, and I don't know, I thought it was cool, and it's just a new card, so I kind of wanted to play it. Dweller, 2 Castels, a 101, and a Cowboy, 2 Vortex Dragons, and then 2 Rune Eyes Pendulum Dragons. Yeah, that's the extra deck. And then for the side deck real fast, 3 MST and 1 Wavering Eyes. I do like this card, but it can also fuck like yourself up, just destroying your own Pendulum Zone, so I don't know. Another Storming Mirror Force if you're just playing like, I don't know, this is dueling network, so sometimes you just play a deck that just like isn't like absolutely top tier, and they just like kind of run in and attack like every turn, so you just have easy answers like this. 3 Debunk for any graveyard shenanigans, 3 Imperial Iron Walls for like Infernoids and just stuff like that. Spell books. I have been playing books again, and I know other people have been playing them, especially with Fate going back to 3, so I felt like this is kind of important. 2 Full House for other Pendulum decks, and then 2 Fiendish Chains if I'm playing like Telenites or something and really want to get like the effect negation in there. So yeah, that is the deck. This deck is really sick. I really like it. It has a lot of rank 7 potential. It spams just like 25 beaters. Oversight is probably one of the MVPs of the deck, even though I only have him at 1. He's just the fucking boss. Apex Avian is ridiculous. And try out Magical Abductor, because I guarantee, like, this card is like, I don't know, I just really like this card, and it's like kind of like Magical Exemplar, and I just like, I have such a hard on for spell counters, so I really like this card. So yeah, that's the deck. Try it out. I guarantee I think I've lost 1 match, and I've literally been playing like all night last night and like all day today. This deck is really good. So yeah, like the video, tell me what you think, subscribe to the channel. I'm like playing Yu-Gi-Oh again, so I'm probably gonna make more videos. So yeah, thanks guys.